Okay, almost live from the heart of beautiful El Monte, California. It is El Monte tonight with your host, Arturo ESPARZA, and Miss Vivian. And tonight's guest, Councilwoman Vicky Martinez. And we have from the Lima Lama Institute School, or whatever you want to call them, we're going to have a demonstration of some most outstanding performing martial arts action. Okay, and of course, our music man, a la carte deluxe, is Mr. Robert Colvan. Sax for all occasions. So without any further ado, let's turn it around to Mr. Robert Colvan. Let's get a round of applause, please. Robert Colvan, always in rare form. You're doing good. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, thank you.
I tell you, you sound good. You know, I'm sorry we didn't bring your playmate today, Hank Castro, but he injured his knees. You probably saw him at a halftime show at the Super Bowl, and that was Hank Castro right there sitting on the bench picking up peanut shells. So we love you, Hank, and we'll see you next time around. Okay, I just want to remind people once again, we have the annual, I love saying this, the annual Soggy Dog Dinner and Dance, Saturday, March 8th, 2014. Dinner from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., dance from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. And that is, cutoff date is actually March 5th. So you want to let them know, come and meet your canine and their handlers. And I mentioned this before, you know, the PD here has a canine corps, and they actually have fans following. So this is at the Almani Moose Lodge, our good buddy Ted Sandoval, at 4249 North Peck Road, El Monte, California. Almani, by the way, which is the Bel Air of the San Gabriel Valley. And we have the grand opening ceremony This is Thursday. Is this Thursday, February 20th? Already coming up, huh? Is that right, Vicky? Okay, that's right there. 3348 Tyler Avenue, El Monte, California, 10 a.m. program. Light refreshments will be served. That is the grand opening ceremony for the Tyler Court. And this is brought to you by Mayor Andre Quintero, Mayor Pro Tem Bart Patel. He's the Mayor Pro Tem now? Yes. See what happens when you miss a council meeting? Man, you miss all the action, boy. Councilman Juventino J. Gomez, our guru, and Councilwoman Norma Macias, and of course, the ever talented Councilwoman Victoria Martinez. So you want to be there, and you know, if you have any questions, call 949-932-7814. And we're building up. We're building up. You know, we had last week we had the Congresswoman, and we're building up towards the opening of El Monte's Veteran Village. So that's coming your way. So stay tuned. We're going to be covering that event, and we'll be ongoing bringing people dealing with the veteran issues. Okay, now that that's been said, let's turn on over. Let's have a round of applause for Councilwoman Vicky Martinez. How's it going, Vicky? She's always so happy. You know, I love this.
Great smile.
Thank you very much. There's nothing to be sad about. We're here in the city of El Monte. We've got a lot of things going on, a lot of positive things. Healthy Almani initiatives that are happening. We're opening up affordable housing for people. It's an exciting time to live in Almani.
Yes, it is. It is. It's very exciting. And let me tell you, and no one knows better than Vicky because she's right on the cutting edge of a lot of these activities. You know, she's youthful. She grew up here. She went to school here. I know I saw her picture, and I know, so I got proof, you know. And she's always so, look at, is this the model for the smiley face?
Councilwoman.
Look at, she's always happy.
You know what? I have to thank my parents for the braces, but really there's nothing to be sad about. The city is on an upswing. We've got an incredible city manager with incredible
He's
staff.
awesome. Yeah.
My colleagues, we're all working in conjunction together to really bring some positive things to the city of Almani. One of those things is just really focusing on healthy Almani and being able to partner with some of our local agencies, our school districts. There are different organizations outside that want to invest in our community so that we all can live healthier, not only through the nutrition that we eat, but through exercise, healthy minds, body, and spirits. That's really what we're looking at. So it's all inclusive, and everybody's a part of it. That's what's so exciting in regards to healthy Almani. We've got a lot of just sports activities, people opening up businesses that you're going to see later on today that are encouraging our youth to stay active. This is what's important, and we're really partnering with everybody to make sure that this happens.
Let's get a round of applause.
Wow.
You know,
Sounds like a plan.
a lot of people squawk about, you know, hey, no one's doing anything. But let me tell you, the city council here in Almani, man, they're on the cutting edge, and we're very proud to have them, you know. And we would not be here, by the way. And maybe you think that's probably a good thing. But we're here.
And we're lucky.
Yes.
Very lucky.
Very much in part due to Vicky's efforts with the city council, as well as Juventino and the rest of the bunch that helped get us this studio here. So let's get a round of applause for that. Otherwise, you guys would.
Yay.
Thank you. Otherwise, you guys would be in the parking lot right now.
Let me tell you something about that real quick, Art, is
Okay.
that, you know what, this council really believes in transparency and communication and being able to find different modes of communication with our community. So if people are watching Almani tonight, let us know. This is, you know, one avenue. We're going to be working on our website. We're looking at, you know, really being able to get the information to all of our residents. And this is one of the ways that we share this kind of information. So thank you for doing what you do.
Well, we appreciate it. You know, it's a team effort all the way around. You know, I have a good crew here. You know that Maggie Ramirez from Maggie's World, or in the studio with Maggie, she has set up our website. We have a website now for Channel 3.
Good.
So we got all this information going to be going out there. Of course, our Facebook page. You can see some of our episodes. You'll see this one tonight, and I'll be airing that myself on my Facebook page. So we're setting up another Facebook page just for the channel. But it's really good. And then, of course, we have Miss Vivian. Round of applause for my lovely co-hostess, please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Almani. Thank you.
She's done so well
Vicky.
for us. So, you know, and she's been the missing piece to our puzzle here because people got tired of seeing my mug. So we have Miss Vivian. But I understand you guys, we have a 5K coming up. Is that the case?
We do. Let me tell you a little bit about what we've got going on tomorrow. February, what's today's date?
Oh,
Today's the 5th, right?
5th,
Tomorrow's
yes, it
the
is.
6th. So tomorrow, February 6th, we've got at Wilkerson School happening at 7:30 in the morning. Mayor Andre Quintero will be welcoming different agencies over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson is considered a gold standard school when it comes to health and wellness. So one of the initiatives that's coming out of this particular program is that every child has breakfast prior
Beautiful.
to their school day. And that's what's being introduced tomorrow. So we're really excited about that as a first step to a child's education. Is they need to have that nutrition so that they can really focus on their education rather than focusing on their hungry stomachs. So that's tomorrow. Saturday, the El Monte Police Department, along with its police officers auxiliary and the Police Officers Association, have partnered together with the city to put on its first annual 5K. There's also a 1K for family. So it's incredible the amount of people that we're expecting, 600 people for this very first annual 5K. This is, it's going to be starting Saturday in front of City Hall. Registration starts at 7 o'clock. The race itself starts at 8 o'clock. Do not be late. We're going to kick it off. This is part of our health and wellness. You know, we are one city that has in our general plan a health and wellness component. So as we continue to build on that, this 5K fits in as a perfect piece to the puzzle.
It sure does. You know, that's why we brought the gang from the Lima Llama. We're talking about health. We're talking about good cardio. And let me tell you, 5K is no better start. I would participate, except they'd have to extend it for about a week. By the time I got there, by the time I got to the end, you know, say, is Arturo still out there? Yeah, he's waddling by. So, you know, but that's, are you gonna, I trust you're gonna be out there on the 5K.
Are you gonna?
I'm absolutely going to be running.
Of course. Yeah.
I've got a couple of friends that are going to be out running with me. And we're encouraging families to come too, to bring the kids, have them experience a 1K. This is going to be hopefully a continuing effort years and years to come in our health and wellness. It's amazing. Thank you to everybody who has worked so hard to put this on. I'm sure Saturday is going to be an outstanding success.
I'm sure it is. A round of applause for all these efforts people do. Just to digress a little bit, I guess I had a little concern because you know what you said, it was beautiful that, you know, they're going to have food for the kids, you know. But it's a sad commentary that in this day and age, that becomes a great accomplishment. And, you know, and we got to love the city of El Monte because they're always thinking of the children first. You know, other cities aren't thinking about, you know, kids. I was a teacher for 15 years, and I used to have children that would come in and fall asleep on their desk, literally. They fall asleep, and I didn't know until I went to an open house. The parents came by, and I joked about it. I go, oh, well, you can take your kids. They did good. Take them and go get a Big Mac. And the families were so poor, they couldn't afford it. And that's why this child was falling asleep on his desk, you know, undernourished. And here, the city of El Monte is always thinking, hey, one step ahead, one step ahead.
Thank you to our school districts
Beautiful.
for being on top of that and ensuring that our kids have that type of nutrition so that they can focus on their education.
That's
it really
right.
does come down to our educators. So thank you and all the organizations that are partnering in with the city.
We have beautiful districts here. You know, City of El
That's
Monte. They have the El Monte City Schools, the Union High School District. You have Mountain View. I mean, great districts here. And I know I've worked with a lot of them. And they're just outstanding educators here. You know, it's number one.
All right, I want you to know that during the course of the month of March, we've got free exercise programs happening at our Sao Park. So again, every Saturday between the hours of 8 and 11 a.m., I believe, we've got exercise programs. So if you want to bring the kids to experience something like Tai Chi or yoga or Pilates, or Zumba. These are all free exercise programs that are going to be available to our entire community. The month of March, you'll find all the information on the website, but know that we're invested in wanting to provide not only the nutrition, but also the exercise opportunities for our entire community. Now we're talking about anybody from 3 years old to 103 years old. Come out and join us at our Sao Park for a little bit of exercise during the month of March.
You notice how Vicky, she tells me about the exercise, and then she goes 100 years old, and she looks at me. Okay, thank you, Vicky. We love Vicky here. So go out there, get some exercise. You look as good as my co-hostess because she's so thin.
As good as Vicky, of course.
Oh, Vicky's
She's
natural.
the one that's going to do that 5K.
She was a baseball player, didn't you know? Really? Up at Arroyo. I saw that, Rhonda, if you're watching, she showed me the picture. She ratted you out, and she shows the picture of you were there.
The picture at Arroyo High School.
Yeah, where you were out there on the team.
My very fun 1990s hairdo.
Yeah, she did. She was a punk rock. It was beautiful. I almost didn't recognize. She goes, "Oh, that's her." Rhonda, that's her right there. And I'm like, "Oh no, get out!" I go, "Oh my God, that should have been a baseball card. That was awesome."
Oh my gosh! You know what?
How cute.
Those are back in the day. So here it is today, 2014. Back in 1990, I was focused on athletics and being athletic.
Beautiful.
2014, it's still about being healthy and encouraging the health and wellness throughout the entire community. I've been working on it personally so that I can be an advocate for it, for our kids, the little girls that I coached with softball, and now as a representative of the city of El Monte, I still want to continue to have that emphasis on the health and wellness of our community.
Well, we still want to have your team. And speaking of retro, this one here, she had the big hair back then. We got a picture when I first met her 22 years ago. She had like that kind of thing going on, Cyndi Lauper action going on.
Cyndi Lauper.
But are you still coaching? You're still coaching, right?
I'm taking this year off from El Monte Phillies, but I'm definitely working with the girls. I was a catcher growing up, so I'm probably going to do a catcher's clinic once they get started, so that it's a specific skill set when you're a catcher. So I like to go and share that skill set. I'm also I'm okay when it comes to coaching bunting. So I like to go and do bunting clinics as well.
People don't bunt. They really don't. The kids don't know how to bunt.
My girls do.
They will if they don't now.
You know what? My girls win championships. We've done.
Oh, I know they have.
So
you keep promising to bring some of them back. We hope. We have a sports show now, City Lou's Sports View. And I kept telling them, I go, one of these days, you're going to bring some of the little leaguers, come on down, and be on the show.
And you know what? I'll definitely bring my girls with the El Monte Phillies out. Speaking of girls, I wanted to share with you briefly.
Good segue. That was good.
Like
I like that. That was
Yeah.
good. That was smooth. Round of applause. That was a good segue.
Speaking of girls.
See, Vicky's been in the media before, so we know.
So, speaking of girls,
there you go.
We've got coming up on March 1st. It's called Inspire, a Young Women's Leadership Day. And I want to make sure that the community knows that girls ages 12 through 18, whether if you're in 8th grade through 12th grade, we want you to come out on Saturday, March 1st to the Grace T. Black Auditorium for a conference. And this conference is going to be all about them. It's about their futures. It's about who they are today as a leader. How are they showing up in this world? Do they know how to shake somebody's hand? Do they know how to look somebody in the eye and introduce themselves? Are they on a career path? Are they on a college path? And really starting to talk about what their future holds for them as individuals, as leaders, as business people, as whatever they want to be in this world.
That is so important.
That is so cool, man.
Especially for those young women between those ages.
People take for granted. It's a dying art because we have generations now that live on the internet, and they don't know how to deal with people in a personal way. Like you said, shaking a hand. People think, oh, well, no, it's going to be knuckle bump. No, you don't do that. You're going in for an interview. You're not going to knuckle bump a future employer. You have to be able to address yourself and conduct yourself accordingly. And this is very necessary, especially for our young ladies out there, because traditionally people think in terms of, it's a man's world. Well, hey, hello. I'm on a channel where almost all my producers are female. So let me tell you, it's not a man's world any longer. Wake up. It never has been. That's the secret. Yeah, a round of applause. Come on. Let's hear for the ladies. We're coming up to Valentine's Day. You better remember that. You better recognize it.
We want our young women growing up here in the city of El Monte to experience a conference here in the city and feel pride and be inspired to be able to do whatever they want in this world, to dream big, to to dream big and then follow those dreams. So that's what Inspire, a Young Women's Leadership Day, is all about. Thankfully, the entire City Council is supportive of this effort. The City of El Monte is putting this on for our young ladies here in the city. We've got an incredible opening panel of 3 Latinas that come from it's a show on Channel 2 and Channel 9 called Hola LA.
I've seen that, yeah.
Hola LA is like the Latina view. So they're going to be our opening show, our panel to begin with. We've got networking opportunities for these young ladies, and then they're going to go into breakout sessions where they'll have the opportunity to explore different conversations about financial literacy, the history of El Monte for women. We're looking at one that is specific to STEM careers, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. So this is what we're providing. Oh, and there's one other conference or one other breakout session that's called, what is it called? We called it something about giving, and it's all about volunteerism. And you give what you get, or something like that. But the reality is that we wanted our young ladies to understand that when you start giving and volunteering, not only is it good for your soul, it's also good for your resume.
Sure.
It's also good for when you're applying for scholarships. That's what we want our young women to know, that, you know what, when you give, you receive.
Sure.
It really
Well, it
is.
comes back tenfold because, you know, we've had a lot of interns here that volunteer. And I tell them that, you know, sometimes you just got to pay your dues. And when you do that, then it all comes back to you. You know what I enjoy about talking to Vicky? She gets so into it. She's so enthusiastic. You know, most people, she has that look of somebody that had just had a nice meal. You know, like, ooh, that was good and all that. And she's rah, 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 man. You know, that is so cool. Man, you're so cool.
We've got some really great things going
You're
on
inspiring,
here in the
very
city.
inspiring for
Yeah,
all
well, you
these
know,
young
we have
women
a-
out there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're going to become young women. You know, they're under 18, and they need someone like you and programs like yours that are going to be there for them. That's very nice.
Thank you.
This is actually my boss. I don't own the show anymore. Now it's the
No.
show. I know that. I already told her. I go, yeah, you got to go in, you know. But I tell you, no, we actually, well, you know what? We were on the cutting edge because we have our own women's talk show called Heart and Soul. And unfortunately, Victoria's not going to be able to be there because we were going to have her on the next show, but we're going to get her in the coming months
I will.
to come on our show because we have our own women's talk show, and we were ahead of Hola LA. Actually, we started about a month before they did. So, El Monte,
Wow.
once again, we're ahead of the game. Boy, I tell you, we're bad. Hey, come over here, okay? You can sit here. Come on. But, you know, so, you know, it's just really fabulous, you know, because I wish more people would have your enthusiasm, Vicky. Because, you know, you're like a rah-rah kind of person, and I love that, man. I'm just eating it. You give me goosebumps. Man.
Yeah.
You can't see it, though. I got sleeves on. See? And,
No.
and she got the memo, too. We're all in black today.
It makes me feel like I want to be one of those adolescent girls that is going to be a part of what you are going to give so much to, you know.
Thank you.
It's,
Well,
they're so lucky.
Yes, they are.
You're
They
so
are.
lucky to have
thank you.
someone
Thank you
like
very
you.
much for saying
It's
that.
inspiring.
I was that young lady. I grew up here in the city of El Monte,
Oh, yeah.
looking up to the people who are serving our community. And if we can do just this one thing for our young ladies in this, providing a conference for them so that they can have a day to be inspired and to dream, then I'm doing my job. Then I feel like we as a community are doing our job.
Let me tell you, this young lady, I always go with her, and she's here almost like 24/7 in a pile of work. And sometimes I can't even find Vicky. I push the papers apart, and there she is sitting there. And you know what? You talk about, you know, taxpayer dollars. You're getting your money's worth. You're getting bang for your buck with this young lady. Let's round of applause for
Thank you for
Vicky. She
saying
does so good. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I can always find her. I know exactly which pile to look for. So, you know, don't leave because we're going to announce it one more time.
Okay.
But we're going to go with a little bit of B-roll. Can we get B-roll back there, Prima? I'm just going to bring it up with somebody very special. And I know they're ready. I know they're ready. We're good? Okay, give me some monitor, please. A little bit more monitor, please. Thank you. Yeah, wouldn't hurt. Feedback. That's me. I'll get that. Don't go away. I want to touch on it one more time.
Which part?
Was much too shy. Well, I was looking at you so hard until you must have had so you came up to me and asked me my name.
Actually,
You beat me to the pub that time.
What's that?
Beat me to the pub. Oh, 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 oh. Beat me to the pub. Yeah. Whoa, after I had known you for what seems like a long, long time, I wanted to ask you, would you please be mine? Whenever you came around, my heart would pound. So you must have so you came up to me and asked me to be yours. You beat me to the pub one more time. Beat me to the pub. Oh, 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 oh. Beat me to the pub. Yeah. Since I loved you, I thought you would be true and love each other. So I let my heart surrender to you. Yes, I did. But I found out beyond the doubt one day you were a player. You would go away and leave me blue. So I ain't gonna wait around for you to put me down. This time I'm gonna play my own and walk away this very day and beat you to the pub one more time. I'll beat you to the pub. Oh, 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 oh. I'll beat you to the pub. Yeah. I'll beat you to the pub. Let you know how it feels. Oh, oh, oh. I'll beat you, yeah. I'll beat you to the punch. I'll beat you to the punch. I'll beat you to the punch.
Punch. I tell you, that was. We were talking about that because that was the last time Vicky was here on our show.
That's
See?
right.
In fact, that we had them both. We had them both here, and now look at how things have changed. Prima, are you back there? Could you go get that from the room, please? Thank you. So, anyway, we're going to be touching on a few dates where we have a little bit of business to take care of right now. Only because, you know, our show, we're not going to be on till like the 19th. So, we'll be going through up to Valentine's Day. So, could you bring that over here, please? This is to my beloved co-hostess. Give her a round of applause for Miss Vivian.
Wow.
Happy Valentine's Day, darling.
Oh, really early. Thank you.
Hey, when they see this, it'll be Valentine's Day, trust me. Because
Oh,
we'll be
okay.
out all next week, so, you know.
Oh,
And
thank
I don't
you.
know if I'll see her because she's going to start her concert series tour.
Concert.
Which will end at Stevens Steakhouse on the 23rd, where she'll be performing with my cousin's band, Power Play, and Tachita Lopez. So you want to go down there, get yourself, buy some tickets, go over there and support the home team. Let me tell you, you won't regret it. Great place. And Miss Vivian, you get to see her perform. This is her, like I said, her concert tour. And now's your chance to get an autograph. So, you know, happy Valentine's Day, darling.
He always does that.
Oh,
I
that
have to
was
do it. I
sweet.
was-
Makes me turn red.
I thought
That's what
those
it is.
flowers were for me for a second.
Me too.
Oh, no.
I was like, okay, he's going to split them in half and give
No,
us,
that's okay.
you know.
That's all you. I'll be just fine. For
Oh, thank you,
Valentine's.
Arturo.
Vicky's going to get a lot of flowers, man. That's what I'm going to see in her office next time. So tell us those dates again.
Okay, so Saturday the 8th is the El Monte Police Department POA City of El Monte 5K run. Can't miss it. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone coming up on February 14th. We've got Tyler Court opening on February 20th. I believe we've got